Our 2017 Asia Pacific Fraud Survey finds considerable evidence of increasing fraud risk. The survey reveals anti-bribery and corruption policies and procedures are too complicated, and that's undermining their effectiveness. 85% of respondents want their organisation's ABAC policies to be simplified to make them more understandable. Employee frustration with discrepancies, inconsistencies, inequalities creates a major stumbling block to bringing fraud and corruption under control. A third do not feel comfortable about reporting unethical behaviour. As a result, as many as 2/3 of APAC employees said they are taking actions that they know are unethical or risky. Against a backdrop of economic and geopolitical uncertainty, organisations need strong ethical leadership to give employees a better moral compass when making day-to-day workplace decisions. We also saw that employees don't want to work for unethical companies, a trend we first detected in our 2015 survey. 4 in 5 Gen Y respondents would rather look for another job if their organisation was involved in a major fraud, bribery or corruption case. 93% of respondents consider compliance culture to be an important factor when choosing their future workplace. This suggests organisations with a strong compliance culture will continue to be the big winners in recruitment and talent retention. Our 2017 survey finds compliance policies and processes are not translating into ethical conduct, despite increasing numbers of APAC companies putting them in place. The findings suggest this is because standards are not being applied consistently and compliance lacks clarity. 43% of respondents have seen people with questionable ethical standards being promoted. Certain unethical behaviours can be seen as acceptable in today's workforce, particularly among executives. Of our respondents in senior management roles, 44% feel offering cash payments to win or retain business could be justified. 49% of respondents think senior management would ignore unethical behaviour to achieve revenue targets. And 51% of senior management respondents feel under pressure to withhold information about misconduct. Despite more companies around the APAC region establishing whistleblower hotlines, many employees still don't trust that their organisation will take action on whistleblowing complaints or keep them confidential. Only 27% of respondents would opt to report misconduct using their in-house whistleblowing hotline. Overall, we found APAC organisations will continue to be challenged to prevent fraud, bribery and corruption in an environment of greater scrutiny. Without more assertive action from boards and management to assess the risks and take robust action, we can expect more large-scale fraud, bribery and corruption scandals. There are 3 steps organisations should take. Harness forensic data analytics. Forensic data analytics is key to keeping up with the mountains of data organisations must sift through to prevent and detect fraud, bribery and corruption. Compliance teams need to monitor the full range of data points, not just looking for red flags in financial data, but also proactively using sentiment analysis of emails where legally permissible and text to detect early warning signs of misconduct. Raise the bar for third parties. With more outsourced functions and new players in their supply chains, organisations' reliance on third parties has never been greater, and the risk is more far-reaching. As companies look to grow their businesses in the region's emerging markets, compliance programs will need to include multiple ABAC and anti-competition laws and regulations. However, while awareness of third-party risk is increasing, 32% of respondents are still not aware of or do not conduct any audit or review on their third parties. As a priority, companies should harness the digitised information now available for third-party risk assessment. Treat data risk as one holistic program. Companies are increasingly vulnerable through careless employees and others not following technology security protocols. As a result, cyber and insider threats have become part of one larger data risk that will require a holistic approach for its prevention, detection and investigation. I hope you found these insights valuable. If you'd like to know more about our Asia Pacific Fraud Survey and what the findings might mean for your business, please contact your EY advisor, who would be happy to help arrange a briefing. Thank you.